Hiya. So it's been a little while, and today's a bit of a different video as well, because today's a bit more of a demonstration. A little bit of backstory would help, I guess. So a few of you might know that I have a little bit to do with SOAR in Sheffield. I help organise some of the meets, I do some of the bookings and stuff. And another thing you might know, or might not, so I've ever mentioned it, we've got a forum, forum.rcmisfits.org. Now, coming into this season, I wanted to try and make things a bit easier for people, because generally, like most clubs, what happens is we've got a Google form that people fill in, and then they've got to go to PayPal and pay in separately. On the Google form, they've got to put in a load of information like their BRCA number, their transponders, obviously name and stuff. And then someone behind the scenes has to go through all the booking forms, go through all PayPal, match up all the payments and everything, and then put all the details into the RC timing computer. So both on the customer side, I guess you could call it, it's a bit of a bugger around, and on the admin side, it's a bit of a bugger around. I got to thinking, always dangerous, but I thought, well, maybe we can make a better booking system. And as with most things that I kind of think of, the ideas rolled on a little bit. So essentially what we've got is what I think is a pretty cool booking system. But what we would potentially have is a very good way for people to find racing and clubs in their areas. It'll need some more input from some other clubs, to advertise their meetings on there, and if they want to, to use it for booking for those meetings as well. But essentially what we've got at the moment is SOAR, right easy to book for. And today I just wanted to mainly show the SOAR guys, but everyone else can have a look as well, how easy it is to book for race meetings these days. So first thing you do is you go to the forum. This is the forum. Like I said, forum.rcmisfits.org, and like every forum, there's a load of conversations going on there. But if you want to book, you just click on the menu and click for RC meetings. Now, like I said, hopefully this could be used as a listing for clubs and race meetings wherever you are. At the moment, it's just got SOAR on there, and I've also put in all the BRCA events, so you can find other things that are happening. But if you're booking for SOAR, just click the drop down for all organisations and choose SOAR or Sheffield Off-Road and Rally, and then you'll get a list of just the events for SOAR. So there's some that are open, there's some that are not open yet. If you want to be alerted when booking opens for one, you can just hit on to be alerted, and it'll say that alerts are in thing. Anyway, we've kind of gone down the side road, like most things that happen in my mind. But booking for this event, if I want to book in for tomorrow, I just click on the event. I say that I want to go to this class. I might want to book for my fictional child. I can just click the book family members, and then book now. Now it has some safety checks, I guess, when you're going through booking, just to make sure that you are eligible for whatever class you're booking for. The rules on this class is mainly around what buggy. So two-wheel drive buggy. In my garage, I've got that car, and my child has got that car. I confirm the transponders that are in there, and I confirm and pay. It'll whirl on, comes up to PayPal. Log into PayPal, and just confirming the order. I am now booked, and my child is booked, and my transponders are in there, and my BRCA number, and what car I'm driving. So you get the booking confirmation here, and if you want to, you can click to add it to your calendar. It'll open up your calendar, just save it. Job done. I'm booked, I'm paid, and the race director Those all my details. I think that's kind of funky. Now, to get this smooth running on the way through, of course, you've got to do a little bit of setup. You've got to tell the system in advance other details like the PRC number and so forth, but only the ones. After that, it just adds it all in automatically for you. So what do you have to do to prep for it? Really easy as well. If we go back to the menu and scroll down, you can see this option here for My Racing Profile. Basically, everything you've got to fill in is in there. Click your racing profile. It asks you a bunch of details. Some of these are obvious, some of them, I suppose I should explain what they're there for. So first of all, date of birth. You should know your date of birth. Not everyone likes giving out their date of birth though, so you don't have to fill it in, but it's used for things like making sure that if you're entering an over 45s class, which is pertinent to me because I'm old, that you're over 45, or if you're entering someone and there's a junior discount, they get the junior discount. Now, what I would say is, yes, date of birth, you might not want to give out your bang on date of birth, but most race classes are based around, are you 16 or 45 on the 1st of January? So if you don't want to give your well-born date of birth, just put in 1st of January for the year that you were born, and then it should all match up anyway. Next one is a BRCA number. I'll chuck that in. Home postcode. Again, people might not want to give their accurate home postcode. You know, give a subset of it, like in this case, a S2 or, you know, a few postcodes over. But the reason that this is asked for is for when you're searching for an event, you can find events within 10 miles of you, 15 miles of you, 25 miles of you. I don't care where you live. It's just for you to be able to find stuff. So if you want to offset your postcode a little bit, fair enough. The next section is transponders. And it's really easy to add the transponder. You just click that long code number there and you can put in notes. So as you can see on this, notes are my laps or borrowed from Mick or the red one. Anything to help me remember which transponder it is or if there's any issues with the transponder. The other thing is it gives it a short code, 1, 2, 3, you can see them there, all there, which means I can just put a 1 on my transponder and I know it's that one. Then the next section is children or dependents or anyone that you might be booking for. If you've got someone who's 10 years old, you might not want them to have a forum account. You can get them up a forum account if you want. It's not like it costs money. Anyway, you might not want them to have a forum account. So you can just enter their details there. And essentially when you click create and add dependencies, it creates a user for your children or dependent or whatever. And that's what gives you the option to be able to book for them. That, you know, add booking for family members or whatever section. So that's most of it done. The only other thing then is the garage. As we know these days, a lot of race classes, you have to have a certain type or age of vehicle. So this is an attempt to make that a bit easier as well. You just put in what cars you've got, and at the time of booking, it'll check that yes, it's a two-wheel drive, yes, it's electric, yes, it's nitro, or yes, it was made before 1999, or whatever the cut-off for that particular class is. It's quite easy to add a vehicle as well. Just go to Add Car. You see which transponder is in there. Select a manufacturer. Select a model, add to garage. That's it. It is now selectable when you're booking. Now, we've made this from scratch, so not everything is in there, but there are ways to suggest extra vehicles or get your vehicle onto the list. It is a submission. There's a check afterwards that all the information is correct, like the year is made and drivetrain and all that sort of stuff. But you should still be able to book even with a vehicle that's awaiting confirmation? Approval. I think the word they used is approval. Anyway, but you should be able to see all cars that are currently in there. If you go to car models, first of all, you've got a list of all the manufacturers. Let's go to PR Racing. You can see the ones that are entered for that. And scroll them down the list. You can also suggest a model. So you might want to suggest Mardev Meteor. What year did the Mardev Meteor come out? You know what? I'll make this one up. Check it later. We'll say it was made in 1985. I know it's a rear motor. It's a 10th scale. It is a buggy. And it is electric. Submit suggestion. Now it's been submitted for one of the admins to do all the checking, like which year it was actually made. I'm making trouble for my admins here, aren't I? Anyway. But then that should be available for both yourself to your garage or anyone else. So that's pretty much all you have to do for bookings. But there are some more features. Like I said, I've been putting more and more stuff in here, and I'm hoping that this can be used as a resource for any club to be able to advertise their race meetings, or if they wanted to use the booking system. At the moment, what we've put in there is all the SOAR stuff and the BRCA stuff. But that does mean at the moment you can find an event for, I know, I want to see all the Nitro events. I want to see all the Nitro events within 25 miles of me. I want to see anything that's electric that's 12th scale within 25 miles of me. So hopefully you can see, though there's obviously a filter issue with East Anglia, there'll be the venue postcode isn't right or something. But hopefully you can see that it's quite easy to find an event that might interest you. Along with that, we're slowly building out the list of clubs. Most of them taking this from BRCA events and working out what clubs hosting it and what the venue is. Talking about venues, there's the list of venues as well. You can go to the list of venues. You can see the list of venues on the map. You can zoom into where you are. Oh, that'll be the SOAR one. And it'll show you information about the venue, like on grass. In summer we race on grass outdoors, carpet in the winter. We've got fixed toilets and a bar and stuff. I can view venue and see the details at the facilities in more detail. But constantly filling this out, and then at the bottom there's a list of the events there. There's also some other information that you can see about things. So if we go back to the club meeting, you can see that it's at Niagara. You can view it on the map. It pulls it up in Google Maps for you, so you can get directions. You can also see the facilities. You can see there's permanent toilets and there's a bar and camping's available. If you scroll down to the bottom, you can see who's coming, and it'll show you a list of everyone who's booked so far. So you know if your mate's going or if your adversary is going. You can also see what manufacturer car they're going to be racing on that day. For guys organising events, this actually pulls into a CSV file, so you can just import it straight into the RC timing computer. So you save half hour or 40 minutes there, depending on how many people you have booking weekly. It just pulls it all straight in, and you're then set up for you. But for anyone else, you know, you can see how busy the event is going to be and who's going and so forth. The other thing you can do, which I kind of forgot to show you, is if we go back to race meetings, you can hit calendar and scroll through the calendar to find events on dates that you're interested in. So like here, there's the 10th Off-Road Mid-East Regional Series and the 8th Circuit Nationals. So, like I said, we're a bit light on data at the moment, but the more organisations and clubs that want to show their information on here, the more of a complete database that we'd have for people to be able to find awesome racing. And that's kind of what we'd like, yeah? But apart from that, you guys at SOAR, you're booking into racing now, really easy. So that's really pretty much it. Nice short video. I'll probably do some more on this because there's features that I've glossed over. and there's a lot of the stuff behind the scenes for club admins to be able to quickly list their race meetings. But I think for now, we'll just call that. Thanks a lot, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.